Welcome back, CoinJF collectors, treasure hunters, and history lovers. If you're into US coins, rare pennies, or simply want to find out if that old coin in your drawer is worth a fortune, you are in the right place. Because today, we're diving deep into the fascinating story of the 1956 D Ultra Lincoln Cent, a coin that many people think is just pocket change. But what if I told you it could actually be worth over $442 or more depending on its condition? Yes, you heard that right. Just one single penny from 1956 with a small D mint mark can make you a small fortune if it meets certain conditions. We're going to explore everything about this coin, the design, the history, what makes it rare, how to identify a valuable one, and most importantly, how much it's selling for in today's red-hot coin market. So grab your coin jars, flip through your piggy banks, and let's begin this exciting journey into the world of the 1956 D Lincoln Wheat Penny. Chapter 1. The story behind the penny. Let's travel back in time to the year 1956. America was booming. Dwight D. Eisenhower was president. Elvis Presley was topping the music charts, and the U.S. Mint was pumping out billions of coins to keep up with the growing economy. Among the coins minted that year was the Lincoln Wheat Cent, made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, a beautiful little coin weighing just 3.11 grams. It was part of the legendary Wheat Penny series that began in 1909, honoring the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Now, the 1956 D penny was struck at the Denver Mint, which is indicated by the small letter D below the date. Over 1.098 billion of these coins were made. Yes, that's billion with a B. So how on earth could something so common be worth hundreds of dollars? That brings us to the magic of numismatics. It's all about condition, rarity, and errors. Chapter 2. What makes the 1956 D penny special? Now here's the secret. Not all 1956 D pennies are valuable, but a select few stand out for several reasons. 1. High-grade condition. If you have a 1956 D penny in mint state, especially graded MS65 or higher, collectors will pay top dollar for it. Some extremely well-preserved examples with vibrant red color and nowhere at all have sold for more than $400 at auctions. 2. Brilliant red luster coins that still have their original red mint luster, known as red coins, are highly sought after. These coins haven't darkened or corroded over time, making them visually stunning. 3. Ultra-rare varieties. Yes, this is where things get really exciting. The 1956 D penny has been known to have die errors, including the famous repunched mint mark or RPM. These are pennies where the D mint mark was accidentally stamped more than once, often slightly off from the original mark. If you spot one of these, you could be holding a mini gold mine. There are also double die errors, where the design elements like Lincoln's profile or the date appear slightly doubled. These types of errors make coins extremely collectible. How to identify a valuable 1956 DPNNY? So how can you tell if you've got one of these rare and valuable 1956 D Ultra pennies? Check the mint mark. Look just below the date. Is there a D? Good, it was minted in Denver. Now, get a magnifying glass and check for any unusual doubling or repunching of that D. Step 2. Look at the color. Is your penny a shiny red or has it darkened over time? Red, uncirculated coins are usually worth more. Examine the details. Pay close attention to the lettering, Lincoln's hair, his cheekbone, and jacket. If these details are sharp and unblemished, you might have a higher grade coin. Flip the coin on the reverse side. Look for strong detail in the wheat stalks. Faded or worn wheat designs reduce the value, while sharp details increase it. Step 5. Weigh it. Use a sensitive scale to see if the coin weighs exactly 3.11 grams. If it weighs more or less, it might be a rare off-metal error. Chapter 4. Recent auction prices and market value. Let's talk numbers. Recently, a 1956 D Lincoln Cent graded MS 67RD by PCGS sold for over $442 in a certified auction. And in even better condition, these pennies can sell for more than $1,000 depending on demand and eye appeal. Even lower-grade uncirculated coins with repunched mint marks or doubling can fetch $50 to $150 in online marketplaces like eBay or through private dealers. And here's the kicker. Most people have no idea these coins are valuable, so they're often sitting in old collections, coin jars, or inherited coin boxes just waiting to be discovered. Chapter 5. Tips to sell your penny for top $LLAR now. If you think you've got a valuable 1956 D penny, here's how to sell it smartly. 1. Get it graded. Send your coin to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Having it certified increases trust and value. Point 2. Don't clean it. Cleaning a coin can actually decrease its value. Let the coin keep its natural look. Point 3. Compare prices. Check sold listings on auction sites to get an idea of what similar coins go for. Point 4. Consider local coin shops or dealers. Reputable dealers can appraise your coin and may offer you a fair price or consign it for you at auction. Point 5. List it online with good photos. If you're selling online, make sure to post high quality, close-up photos showing the mint mark, the condition, and any errors. Chapter 6. Final thoughts. Small coin, big value. So, what did we learn today? A simple 1956 D Lincoln wheat penny might look ordinary, but in the world of coin collecting, it can be an incredible hidden gem. With the right condition, a rare mint error, or stunning original color, that 1-cent coin could be worth hundreds, or even thousands of dollars. That it's living proof that history, metal, and minting mistakes can turn pocket change into serious profit. So the next time you're going through your old coins, take a second look. That little penny from 1956 might just be your lucky find. OUTRO, call to action. If you found this video helpful or inspiring, smash that like button and hit subscribe so you never miss out on another treasure hunting episode. Leave a comment below. Have you ever found a valuable penny? What's your rarest coin? Also, check out our next video where we uncover the secrets of the 1909 SVDB penny, one of the most legendary coins in American history. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and remember, every coin has a story, and some are worth a lot more than a cent. See you in the next video, treasure hunters. Would you like a thumbnail title and tags for this video too? Have you ever come across an old penny, maybe lying in the back of a drawer, lost in the folds of a sofa, or stuck inside a dusty coin jar? What if I told you that a specific penny, the 1944 Lincoln 1-cent coin, could be worth hundreds of dollars today, or even more? That's right. This tiny copper coin, once passed hand to hand for just a single cent, might now be a hidden treasure in your very own pocket. Welcome to the incredible story of the 1944 Lincoln cent, a coin that's not just a part of American history but also a hot item in today's collector market. In this video, we're diving deep. From its wartime origin to the mysterious mint variations, rare errors, collector tips, grading secrets, market value, and why one recently sold for up to $442. You're about to discover why this humble penny is turning heads and bank accounts. So grab your coin jar, because after watching this, you'll want to double-check every old penny you've got. The year was 1944. The world was deep in the throes of World War II. The United States, like many other nations, was focused on conserving materials for the war effort. Every resource from steel to rubber was redirected toward victory. Even coins weren't exempt. Back in 1943, the U.S. Mint made a bold move. They produced pennies using zinc-coated steel to save copper for military equipment. But these steel cents rusted easily, confused people because they looked like dimes, and caused trouble in vending machines. In 1944, copper made a comeback. But here's the twist: the 1944 Lincoln pennies weren't made from freshly mined copper. No, they were struck using recycled shell casings gathered from military training grounds. Imagine that for a moment. Your 1944 penny could very well be made from the very shells fired during World War II, a powerful symbol of turning war into peace. Weapons into currency, destruction into daily life. Most 1944 pennies were struck in massive quantities, over 1.4 billion in total. Yes, billion with a B. They came from 3 mints, Philadelphia, Denver, San Francisco, but not all 1944 pennies were created equal. And here's where things get exciting. Among the billions, a few strange and rare variations were accidentally made, and they are worth serious money today. Let's take a closer look. There are several varieties of the 1944 Lincoln penny that collectors chase, and some are so rare they almost never show up for sale. One of the most famous and mysterious is the 1944 steel penny. That's right, even though the U.S. Mint switched back to copper in 1944, a few steel planchets from 1943 got stuck in the machines and were mistakenly struck with 1944 dies. These ultra-rare 1944 steel cents are now worth thousands to hundreds of thousands of dollars depending on their condition, but even the regular copper 1944 pennies can be highly valuable, especially if they have double die errors, where parts of the design appear doubled, off-center strikes clipped planchets high mint state. Grade proof like luster or red coloration grading one specific variety, the 1944 DDDO Lincoln cent with a strong double die obverse can fetch hundreds to thousands depending on the grade. And that brings us to today's featured coin, the 1944 Ultra Lincoln Penny, one that recently shocked the online coin world by being listed at $442 and some examples even pushing past that. Scene. Zoom on certified 1944 Lincoln Penny in grading slab, MS65 red. Narrator, so why is this penny worth so much? Let's break it down. First, condition is king in numismatics. A 1944 penny found in change, darkened and scratched is likely only worth face value or a few cents. But if you've got a shiny, almost untouched 1944 cent, what collectors call a red gem, brilliant uncirculated, then you're holding something special. A certified mint state 65 red 1944 Lincoln penny can sell for $200 to $500, sometimes more if it has an error or rare variety. Second, collectors are passionate. There's a huge demand for World War II-era coins, especially those tied to military history or unique production methods, and let's not forget, each year that passes, more of these coins vanish into collections, disappear in damaged condition, or are lost forever, making the surviving high-grade examples even rarer. As of now, in 2025, the market value of a premium-grade 1944 Lincoln cent sits comfortably between $300 and $500, depending on the variety and certification. On eBay, raw ungraded coins in high condition are regularly listed at $200 to $350 on heritage auctions, and Stacksbauer's MS 66 plus graded examples have crossed the $1,000 mark. Coins with DDO errors or unique striking issues have sold for even more, some hitting the $5,000 range. One particular eBay listing drew huge attention. A certified 1944 Lincoln cent in exceptional condition, red BU, offered for $442, and the buzz was massive. So yes, that penny you found in a coin roll, a garage sale, or your grandpa's drawer might be a lot more valuable than you think. Now you're probably wondering, do you have one of these valuable 1944 pennies? Step 1. Grab a magnifying glass or a coin loop and look closely at the date and mint mark. Step 2. Inspect for any signs of doubling on the letters, numbers, or Lincoln's features. Step 3. Look at the color. Is it bright red? Dull brown? Cleaned? Step 4. Weigh it. A copper penny should weigh about 3.11 grams, while a steel penny will weigh around 2.7 grams and stick to a magnet. Step 5. If it looks promising, get it graded by PCGS or NGC. Professional certification adds trust and value. Final segment, conclusion. Dramatic music builds slightly. Narrator, the 1944 Lincoln cent is more than just a coin. It's a story, a relic of a generation. A piece of metal transformed by history, economy, and human ingenuity. It came from the flames of war, was made from the casings of rifles and artillery, and now, 80 years later, it holds the potential to unlock real money for those who know what to look for. So the next time you see a penny on the ground, don't ignore it. Pick it up. Flip it over. Check the date. That little copper circle could be the $442 surprise you never saw coming. Closing call to action. Background music softens. Narrator, enjoyed the video? Hit that like button if you learned something new. Subscribe for more rare coin stories, market updates, and coin collecting secrets. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a valuable coin, or if you're about to go hunting for one right now. And remember, in the world of coins, the smallest things can carry the greatest value. Thanks for watching and happy collecting. Would you like me to create a thumbnail title or voiceover text for this too? Today's video is going to blow your mind, so buckle up. We're diving deep into one of the most overlooked coins in your pocket change, the humble 1996 Lincoln cent. A coin that, believe it or not, could be worth hundreds of dollars today. Yes, you heard that right. A 1-cent coin, potentially worth $442 or even more, depending on its condition, rarity, and striking error. This is not your everyday penny. This is the Ultra Lincoln 1996 cent. And if you have one sitting in a jar, hiding in your drawer, or jingling in your coin box, this might just be your lucky day. So don't skip a second of this video, because by the end, you'll learn how to identify valuable varieties, understand why some 1996 cents are ultra rare, and how to turn a single penny into real money in today's hot collector market. Let's get into the full story, the value breakdown, error varieties, and how to cash in. Let's rewind the clock. The year is 1996. Bill Clinton is president, the internet is just starting to take off, and the US Mint is still producing billions of coins a year. But out of the billions of Lincoln cents minted that year, a tiny number have become incredibly valuable due to special error strikes, ultra-sharp features, and unique minting qualities. The 1996 Lincoln cent features the classic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, a design by Victor David Brenner that has remained mostly unchanged since its debut in 1909, except for a few modifications over the decades. On the reverse side, we see the Lincoln Memorial, which was part of the coin design from 1959 to 2008. But in 1996, something unusual happened. Certain coins were struck with unusual clarity, perfect alignment, and in some cases, rare minting errors that caused collectors to take notice. These were not just any pennies, these were the ones now referred to by collectors as Ultra Lincoln cents. What makes them ultra? Let's break it down. The term Ultra Lincoln cent is often used to refer to exceptionally well-struck coins or pennies that show deep cameo contrast, mirror-like fields, and incredibly sharp detail, especially in high-grade mint state condition. Some of the most sought-after features in the 1996 Lincoln penny include full, crisp detail in Lincoln's hair and beard, sharp, raised lettering with no flattening, perfect centering, and clean rims, no wear on high points under magnification, uncirculated, red, luster surface known as RD in grading terms, but what really adds value to these coins are errors and varieties. These are not just printing mistakes. These are rare minting accidents that make coins totally unique and highly collectible. Now here's where things get exciting. Some 1996 pennies were struck with dramatic doubling, known as double die errors, where parts of the design appear to be slightly duplicated. On the 1996 Lincoln cent, doubling has been reported on Liberty, the date 1996, and even in the "In God We Trust" motto. Other error types found on 1996 pennies that make them valuable: off-center strikes where the design is not centered, with missing parts; broad strikes, coins struck without a collar, leading to an expanded rim-clipped planchets where a small section of the coin is literally cut off; die cracks and cuts, visible raised lines or blobs on the coin; wrong planchet errors, a 1-cent coin struck on a dime blank, for example. These types of errors are usually accidental and can sometimes be so bizarre that a coin with face value of just 1 cent can be sold at auction for hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on demand. In fact, in recent sales and auctions, certain 1996 error pennies have fetched market prices of $150, $295, $375, and up to $442 when in perfect mint condition with a strong error. So now you're probably wondering, how do I know if I have a valuable 1996 Ultra Lincoln cent? Look at the date, make sure it says 1996, and it could be either Philadelphia, no mint mark, or Denver. Both mints had high production, but some ultra-rare varieties exist for each. Check the condition. The value of a coin increases dramatically if it's in mint state, meaning uncirculated, no signs of wear. Grades like MS 65, MS 66, and MS 67 RD can skyrocket the price. Use a magnifying glass. Closely examine areas like Liberty, In God We Trust, the date 1996. Look for doubling, die breaks, odd shapes, missing details, or strange marks. Compare with graded coins. Use auction sites like Heritage Auctions, Great Collections, or PCGS Price Guide to compare your coin with already graded and sold ones. Let's talk numbers. How much is the 1996 Ultra Lincoln cent really worth? Here's a general guide to current market value. Circulated coin, 1 cent to $0.05 mint state, MS 63 red. Around $1 to $5 MS 65 red, $10 to $30 MS 66 RD or higher, $50 to $150 with error, $200 to $442 plus high-grade PCGS/NGC certified error coins, potentially $500 or more. Keep in mind that market value depends on demand, rarity, and grading. If your coin is professionally graded and authenticated, you could be looking at a very valuable piece. If you think you've got a winner, here's how to turn it into cash. Get it graded, send it to PCGS or NGC for professional evaluation, list it for auction, try eBay, great collections, or heritage auctions. Contact coin dealers. They might pay on the spot. If it's rare, join Facebook coin collector groups. Sell directly to collectors who are looking for specific varieties. Attend coin shows. Show it to pros and dealers in person. So there you have it, the amazing story of the 1996 Ultra Lincoln Cent. A tiny copper-plated zinc coin that might be hiding in your pocket or piggy bank, just waiting to change your financial life. Don't underestimate the power of knowledge when it comes to coin collecting. What most people see as worthless change could actually be worth hundreds of dollars or more, especially in this red-hot collectibles market where rare coins are breaking price records every day. So the next time you get change at the store, or you're sorting through an old coin jar, pay close attention to the date 1996, check for those special minting details, and maybe, just maybe, you'll strike it rich with your very own Ultra Lincoln Cent. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell so you never miss another rare coin alert. Comment below if you have a 1996 penny, or if you've ever found a valuable coin in your change. Until next time, keep collecting, keep checking your pockets, and stay curious, because the next big treasure could be just one penny away. Thanks for watching and happy hunting, coin lovers. Would you like me to create a thumbnail title and video description for this as well? Today's video, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of a humble little coin that might be sitting in your pocket change right now, and it could be worth over $442 or even more depending on its condition and rarity. Yes, we're talking about none other than the 2001 Lincoln Cent, but not just any penny, the ultra-rare, high-value versions that collectors are going absolutely crazy for. This is not just a penny. It's a piece of American history. It's a small copper-plated coin that could hold huge market value in the collector's world today. So stick around, because I'm going to show you how to identify these rare 2001 Lincoln Cents, what makes them so valuable, the key features collectors want, how they were made, and how some are selling for hundreds of dollars, even thousands in auctions and private deals. Trust me, you'll want to grab a magnifying glass after this one. Part 1. History of the Lincoln Penny. Setting the stage, let's take a quick trip back in time. The Lincoln Cent has been an iconic part of U.S. currency since it was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin was revolutionary. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical person. For decades, it's been part of every American's daily life. From vending machines to piggy banks, from school lunch money to the dusty corners of car cup holders, the penny is everywhere. But here's the thing, not all pennies are created equal. In the year 2001, the U.S. Mint continued the production of the Lincoln penny using copper-plated zinc. On the surface, they looked like every other Lincoln Cent. But some of these coins have secrets. They are what we now call Ultra Lincoln pennies, highly sought after for their minting errors, rare varieties, and near-perfect conditions, making them ultra-valuable. Part 2. The making of the 2001 Lincoln Cent. What you should know. The 2001 Lincoln Cent was struck at two main mints, the Philadelphia Mint and the Denver Mint. Philadelphia coins do not have a mint mark, while Denver coins bear the familiar D mint mark just under the year on the obverse side. The coins were made using the standard composition for pennies at the time, a core of 97.5% zinc coated with 2.5% copper. Each penny weighs about 2.5 grams. But something happened during that year's production that has made certain 2001 cents extremely valuable today. Let's break down the types of valuable Lincoln Cents from 2001 you should be hunting for. Now we're getting to the good part. So why would anyone pay $442 or more for a coin worth just 1 cent? Let's explore the 1. Mint errors. The hidden goldmine. Some 2001 Lincoln pennies were struck with rare minting mistakes. These errors are what collectors crave. Double die obverse in these coins, certain elements on the front, like Lincoln's eye, In God We Trust, or Liberty, appear doubled. These double die errors are often subtle but extremely valuable. Off-center strike. When the coin is not aligned correctly during the striking process, it results in an off-center image. The more off-center the coin, especially while keeping the date visible, the more it's worth. BIE errors. A strange little vertical line between the letters B and E in Liberty, caused by a die break. Yes, even something as small as a die crack can raise the value of your penny by hundreds of dollars. Die clash. This happens when the coin dies strike each other without a planchet between them. The result? A ghostly image of Lincoln's face or the reverse design on the wrong side of the coin. This refers to a blob-like raised area on the coin surface caused by a piece of the die breaking off. Collectors love these errors for their uniqueness. Point 2. High-grade uncirculated condition MS68 and above. If your 2001 penny is in pristine condition, I'm talking mirror-like surfaces, no scratches, no where it can be graded as mint state 67, 68, or even 69. These are rare. Professional grading services like PCGS or NGC grade coins on a 70-point scale, and anything 67 or higher is like winning the penny lottery. Point 3. Satin finish special strike pennies. Some extremely limited 2001 coins may have a satin or proof-like finish, though they're not official proof coins. These were often part of collector's sets or specially handled mint products. Keep an eye out for unusual shine and deep strike details. Let's talk money. Cold, hard copper money. While most 2001 Lincoln cents are worth face value, a select few are going for big bucks. In 2023, a 2001 Lincoln cent graded MS68 red by PCGS sold for $442 at auction. Another example, a coin with a strong DDO error and in MS condition, sold for over $600 on a popular coin site. Off-center strike pennies from 2001 have sold for $100 to $300, depending on how dramatic the misalignment is. Even BIE error pennies in average condition are fetching $25 to $100 from eager collectors. The bottom line? There are people paying real money for pennies. Your 1-cent coin could become your next small fortune. So how do you find one of these Ultra 2001 Lincoln pennies? Grab a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe. A standard naked eye might miss the subtle details. Look at the year 2001 and check for mint mark. Inspect the Liberty for the BIE error. Look at Lincoln's eye, mouth, and in God we trust for any doubling. Check for off-center strikes, cuds, or die clashes. Flip the coin and check the memorial building on the reverse for doubling or odd marks. If the coin is bright red and flawless, it might be in mint state condition. Consider having it professionally graded. Compare it with images of known error coins from NGC, PCGS, heritage auctions, and more. If you find one of these valuable pennies, you've got options. Listed on eBay, include clear close-up photos and a detailed description. Submit to a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC for authentication. Join coin collector forums and Facebook groups. Sometimes private collectors pay better than auctions. Attend local coin shows or visit coin dealers near you. Sell through online auction houses like heritage auctions for high-end coins. But be careful, always research the buyer, get your coin graded if it's valuable, and never rush into a lowball deal. And there you have it, folks, the unbelievable story of how a tiny copper penny from 2001 can be worth hundreds of dollars today. This isn't just about money, it's about history, rarity, and the thrill of the hunt. So don't underestimate your pocket change. The next time you empty out your wallet or count your coins, keep your eyes open. That little Lincoln cent might just be your hidden jackpot. If you found this video helpful, informative, or just plain fascinating, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe for more coin treasure stories, and tap the notification bell so you never miss another valuable discovery. And let us know in the comments, have you found any rare pennies lately? Until next time, keep checking your change and stay curious, because one day 1 cent might change your life. Let me know if you want a thumbnail title, SEO tags, or a short version for YouTube Shorts or TikTok. Today, we are diving deep into the world of the 2006 D Lincoln penny, minted in Denver, a coin that might seem ordinary, but trust me, it's anything but ordinary. You won't believe the history, the value, and the shocking amounts these pennies have sold for in today's hot collector market. Grab a magnifying glass, get your pocket change ready, and let's start this thrilling coin journey that could change the way you look at pennies forever. Let's begin at the roots. The Lincoln cent, also known as the Lincoln penny, has been a cornerstone of American currency since 1909. That year marked the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. It was the first time in U.S. history that a real person, let alone a former president, appeared on a circulating coin. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln cent originally featured the wheat ears reverse until 1959. Then came the Lincoln Memorial reverse design by Frank Gasparo, introduced on the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. From 1959 to 2008, the Lincoln Memorial design stayed, and our coin of interest. The 2006 D penny belongs to this era. Produced in the Denver Mint, the coin carries the little D mint mark right below the date, But what makes the 2006 Lincoln penny so special? Why is it grabbing headlines and making collectors go wild? First, let's break down the technical side. The 2006 Lincoln cent is composed of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating. It weighs approximately 2.5 grams and has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters. Denver minted over 3.97 billion of these pennies in 2006. That's right, billions. So how can one be worth hundreds of dollars? Aren't they all the same? Not quite. Even among billions, there are anomalies. Little imperfections. Tiny miracles of mistake. We're talking about errors, variations, high grades, and sometimes a mysterious mix of all three. That's where the real treasure lies. There are several factors that make a 2006 Lincoln penny ultra-valuable. Let's look at them one. Rare mint errors. Some 2006 pennies were struck with noticeable errors that make them highly desirable. Where the design appears doubled due to a shift in the die during minting. Where the coin was not properly centered when struck, leading to partial design cuts. Extra metal raised on the surface where the die cracked. Foreign material like grease or cloth getting between the die and planchet, leaving ghost-like impressions. These error coins are 1 in a million, and when collectors find them, bidding wars begin. Point 2. High-grade condition, mint state and beyond. Most circulated coins have scratches, dents, wear, and fading. But if you happen to find a 2006 penny in mint state 67, 68, or even 69, you're looking at a true gem. The PCGS and NGC assign these grades. A coin graded MS 67 or higher is exceptionally rare for 2006 cents, especially with a clean strike, full luster, and minimal flaws. In auctions, these high-grade coins have fetched between $150 and $442, sometimes even more. Point 3. Variety coins. Aside from errors, there are known varieties of the 2006 penny. These include coins with thick mint marks, different planchet alloys, accidentally used minor design modifications. Collectors go wild for these types, especially when authenticated and documented. A 2006 Lincoln penny graded MS 68 red by PCGS sold for $442 at auction. This is because of its stunning shine, perfect strike, and pristine surface condition. Another MS 67 plus RD coin fetched nearly $300. Purely because of rarity in that high grade. A double die reverse example from 2006 although not officially listed in many guides, sold privately for $150 due to its dramatic doubling. So if you're holding on to a 2006 penny, it's not just a copper-colored disc. It could be a mini jackpot waiting to be discovered. Let's get practical. Step 1. Pull out your 2006 pennies. If you have coin jars, drawers, or piggy banks lying around, it's time to go treasure hunting. Focus only on 2006 pennies with the D mint mark. Step 2. Check the condition. Is it shiny? Little to no scratches? No dark spots? You might have a mint state contender. Use a 10x magnifier or a jeweler's loupe. Look for signs of errors, doubling, or die cracks. Compare with verified images from PCGS or NGC websites. Step 3. Get it graded. If you find something suspicious or it looks like it was minted yesterday, consider submitting it for grading. Yes, there's a cost, but if your coin could be worth $442 or more, it's worth the investment. Step 4. Track online marketplaces. Keep an eye on eBay, Gray Collections, Heritage Auctions, and Stacksbowers. Search 2006 Lincoln penny MS 68 or 2006 Lincoln penny error and see what they're selling for. The coin market is heating up. With inflation rising and precious metals becoming volatile, more people are turning to coins for hobby and investment. Pennies, especially rare or error ones, are affordable entry points for collectors. The 2006 Lincoln penny is considered a sleeper coin, one that's still accessible in the wild but has the potential to explode in value. Grading services have seen increased submissions of mid-2000s pennies, and prices are creeping up year after year. Even if yours isn't worth hundreds today, keeping it safe and preserved might pay off in the future. So now you know. That tiny 2006 penny in your pocket could be far more valuable than you ever imagined. From shocking error coins to mint state marvels worth hundreds of dollars, these little copper-plated coins are becoming unexpected stars in the numismatic world. Have you checked your pocket change lately? If you learned something new today, or if you've got a coin that you think might be valuable, drop a comment below and let me know. Better yet, send a photo of your penny and maybe we'll feature it in our next video. Don't forget to hit that like button if this video surprised you. Smash the subscribe button if you love discovering hidden treasure and turning coins into cash. And ring the bell so you never miss another coin adventure. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy hunting and may your change be full of treasure. Let me know if you want a shorter version, visuals or animations for this script, or a version with voiceover timing. Today, we're diving deep into the surprising story and incredible value of a coin that many people overlook, toss aside, or simply spend without a second thought. Yes, we're talking about the humble 1-cent coin, but not just any penny. Today, we uncover the rare and mysterious 2003 D. Lincoln cent minted in Denver with a story that might just blow your mind. You might not believe it, but this little copper-colored coin has sold in some cases for as high as $442. That's right, $442 for a single penny. Now, before you rush off to dig through your coin jar, stick around because we're about to explore everything: the history, the rarity, the errors, and the current market value of this incredible coin. And trust me, if you have one of these in your pocket or collection, you might just be holding a small fortune. So, buckle up and let's take a journey through time, metal, mint marks, and money. First, let's go back in time and talk about the origins. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909, replacing the Indian head penny. It was the first regular-issue U.S. coin to feature a real historical person, none other than President Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, who led the country through the Civil War and abolished slavery. The design was created by Victor David Brenner, whose initials VDB caused controversy when they first appeared prominently on the coin's reverse. But over time, the Lincoln cent became an enduring American icon, a symbol of honesty, resilience, and history. Fast forward to the year 2003. America was still feeling the ripples of the early 2000s economic shifts. In Denver, the U.S. Mint was in full swing, producing billions of coins to support the growing economy. Among the mass production came the 2003 D. Lincoln cent. But hidden among the billions was something extraordinary: a select few coins that would become legends. So, what makes the 2003 D penny so special? Let's break it down. First, understand that most 2003 D pennies are worth just face value 1 cent. But a small number, due to minting errors, condition, and collector demand, are worth far, far more. Here are the key factors that can make a 2003 D penny worth hundreds of dollars. Minting errors. These are the jackpot features for collectors. Double dies, off-center strikes, die cracks, clipped planchets, and more. A 2003 D penny with a dramatic error can command an impressive price. MS grading condition. Coins graded MS 65 or higher by certified agencies like PCGS or NGC are incredibly valuable. Mint state coins are in pristine, uncirculated condition with sharp details and no wear. Lustrous copper tone. Some 2003 D pennies have an unusually bright, golden or reddish copper finish that increases appeal and value. Low population in high grades. The fewer high-quality examples exist, the more collectors are willing to pay. One such coin, an MS-68 red 2003 D. Lincoln cent, sold for $442 at auction. That's a nearly 44,200% return on a 1-cent investment. Incredible! Let's talk about some of the specific types of errors that can drive up the price of a 2003 D penny. This happens when the coin is struck twice by the die, causing a visible doubling of letters or numbers. Check the word Liberty, the date 2003, or In God We Trust. If you spot even a slight doubling, your coin might be a winner. Off-center strike. This error occurs when the coin blank is not properly aligned during striking. The result is a penny that looks shifted or missing part of the design. A dramatic off-center error can sell for hundreds. Part of the penny looks like it was bitten or clipped off. These are highly collectible. Imperfections in the die itself can cause raised lines or blobs of metal on the coin. These rare errors attract dedicated collectors. Now let's dive into the market value. Most circulated 2003 D pennies are still worth 1 cent. But if your coin is in exceptional condition or if it has an error, things change quickly. A regular 2003 D penny in MS-60 condition might be worth $1 to $2. A perfectly struck MS-67 plus red coin has been known to sell for over $100. With rare errors or extremely high-grade certifications, These coins have sold for up to $442 or more in verified auctions, and for ultra-rare errors or first strikes, prices could go even higher depending on collector demand. Here's how you can check if your 2003 D penny is valuable. Use a magnifying glass. Look closely at every detail. Check the lettering, the date, and Lincoln's profile for any signs of doubling or imperfections. Check the edges. Look for clean, sharp rims. If they're warped or missing parts, you might have a rare clip. Weigh the coin. A standard copper-coated zinc penny weighs 2.5 grams. If it's heavier or lighter, it might be an error coin or a wrong planchet. Compare it online. Sites like PCGS, NGC, and eBay can show you recent sale prices and help you identify valuable traits. Consider getting it graded. If you suspect your penny is rare or in pristine condition, send it to a grading company. A certified coin will always fetch a higher price. Have you ever come across a 2003 D penny that looks unusual? Let us know in the comments. Upload a picture, share your story, and maybe you'll be featured in an upcoming video. And if you're serious about coin hunting, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell because we're dropping weekly videos on rare coins, crazy finds, and how you can turn pocket change into profit. The next time you get change at the store, take a closer look. That single penny might be worth far more than you think. The 2003 D Lincoln cent might seem like just another coin, but for the keen-eyed collector, it could be a hidden treasure worth hundreds. Thanks for watching, and remember, every coin tells a story. What will your coins say? Until next time, keep hunting, keep learning, and keep collecting. End screen. Subscribe button, related videos, coin images floating in background. Would you like me to create a thumbnail title, video description, and hashtags as well for this video?